Hello. Today I'm here to talk to you about the Super Smash Bros. Competitive scene in Vancouver, and how they have handled the pandemic canceling in-person events. I'll briefly explain how the pandemic has affected the players before giving some perspective with a few short questions with members of the community. With esports being a rapidly rising industry, games with esport potential are developing everywhere, including Vancouver. This is the case with the game Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, a fighting game where players win by knocking the opponent off the viewable screen. While most modern fighting games have online play, optimal competition is held in person due to the presence of input delay, the time between a button press and an action happening on screen, happening when the game is played online. While most casual players may not notice nor care about this delay, at a competitive level it vastly warps how the game is played. It would be like if in soccer, when players got near the ball, were then forced to wait 1 second before kicking it. Due to a lacking online service, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate players have to deal with the predicament where the tournament play experience is dragged down by this fundamental online flaw that has now become a necessity due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Here are some perspectives from players in Vancouver. First up is Martin Byerly, CEO of Mountainside Games, a local esports production organization. What event plans did COVID-19 cancel and prevent from happening for you?
There's so many. Oh my God. When COVID-19 hit, we were in the middle of working with SFU on a weekly basis, and we were about to get UBC as well. So we can start working on multiple colleges and universities to help the Super Smash Brothers scene just help grow and prosper.
Next up is Jameson Crawford, the operations and marketing director at Mountainside Games. How has the pandemic affected how streams are viewed?
So that actually is the good part about the pandemic for streaming is viewership has skyrocketed as with the pandemic you can't go out and do things, and one major portion of this is players that actually play in the tournament are once they're out of the tournament they tend to watch the stream. So whereas you had with a lower end tournament you maybe had 10 maybe 5 to 10 people watching the stream when there was an in-person tournament. Now if that tournament had 20 players, that even if it's just a smaller tournament, you got the 15 players that played in the tournament watching the finals.
And lastly is Nicolas Rodriguez, a local top competitive player. So, how did the pandemic affect your motivation to practice and play at a top competitive level?
For me, I'd say it reduced the amount of motivation I had because there's no longer any offline events, which are very different from online completely. Both what you do, offline events. There's the crowd, you have the people, the setups, you get streamed, you have players, and online events are just you at home and you don't really interact with anyone too much. So it's a very different environment. And on top of that, it's the gameplay is also very different. Online, you have the extra input delay that forces changes the situations you encounter because you don't have time to react. So it's not. I'd say it's not the same game anymore. So I don't really play as much because of that.
Overall, despite the challenges posed by COVID-19 preventing in-person events, the community continues to survive through a passion and love for the game. Although people may enter less frequently, the Smash scene in Vancouver continues to persevere and help people form lasting friendships and connections during trying times. Thank you for watching.